Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture channel. Today, I'm shooting a new video, the second video of Ballin' on a Budget, where I do pairings and I try to keep this as budget friendly as possible. Technically, when I went over this, last week should have been the third video, even though it was the first. Well, today I'm about to astonish y'all. This pairing was only $38, folks. I caught these punch cigars with a Camacho hookup on Cigar International, and I got a pack of 10, basically 5 punch and 5 Camachos for $40. You divide that in half, that means I got 5 punch cigars for $20. And then I found this bourbon. It was $16, but after tax, $18. So thus my point of saying this is only a $38 budget. So this is damn near half less of what I spent for my first one. So that being said, let's get into it. This is an Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder with Dominican and Nicaraguan filler cigar. This is a 5x54 cigar, and like I said, I'm out here trying to ball on a budget. With today's economy, hey, I still want to enjoy a good cigar and a nice little drink with it. So today, I'm going to see how this goes. Alright, folks, that being said, I'll get back to you after the first third. Alright, folks, I did forget one thing with the opening little video. First and foremost, off of the body, you get a very light cedar. But when you go down to the foot and you give it a nice inhale, you're hit with cedar and earth. And off of the cold draw, you get a very sweet and light honey taste coming off of this. Now, that being said, as you can see, it hasn't even gotten to the first third yet. The burn is basically razor sharp, and this is going to me, since this is my first punch signature cigar. To me, this seems like it's going to be a little bit more interesting than what I've read up on it. So that being said, I'm going to continue to get to the first third, and then I'll be back and I'll hit you with what I think. Okay, everyone, we are back. As you can see, the burn is still slightly off. Well, actually, it's more like a roller coaster. It got its ups and downs going through the burn. That being said, the flavor is now starting to come through after I hit it with the perfect draw. Unfortunately, that slight hint of honey has gone away through the retrohale and it's been replaced with a light spice. I'm not sure what it is. It's not cinnamon, it's not pepper, it's just a very light spice. It's not bad, but it is different. Alrighty, far as the palate, you're definitely going to get something like oakish char coming off of this cigar. So if you're into bourbon and things like that, you're quite familiar with the taste. It's not bad, but I do believe it's just because there is some aged tobacco in this cigar. And it's giving off a very, to me, I like it, delightful little kick of that charred oak. Other than that, there's nothing more to report on it other than I'm hoping that this thing even opens up a little bit more, because like I said, having to hit it twice with a perfect draw and remove the band, and I'm telling you, I'm squeezing this cigar, as you can see. Look at, and it's holding tight. So This sucker is definitely packed full of tobacco, and it's smoking. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's not the worst either. All right, folks, I'll see you when I go ahead and give you what I would rate this with the bourbon I'm drinking. All right, folks, this is the Brough Brothers I'm drinking. And I can tell you right now, this is saving a pairing. I don't know if it's because this cigar is overly packed with tobacco or not, but this right here is making it taste way better to me. This bourbon I picked up here in Ohio off of last call, and it was only 16 bucks for the bottle. And I'm telling you, they have more, so that means unfortunately for my wallet, I'm gonna have to go back and buy the other bourbons they have. Because right now, this one is making this cigar and this bourbon, the pairing, a solid 7. And I do mean, I would probably give this bourbon, out of the pairing these two, a 5. Thus giving the cigar a 2. And that's just because, like I said, I think the cigar is overly packed and it's hindering the flavor. But not with this bourbon. This bourbon, you're going to get a light honey. You're going to get apples, a sweet pear. And like I said, this was picked up from me last call. So if you're in Ohio, that means you're getting this bottle severely discounted from what it originally was. And I hopped on it just to see, because I said, hey, this would go great with my budget-friendly pairings that I'm doing. So that being said, go out and grab this. For 16 bucks, if you got a complaint, you're just being bougie. All right, folks, I'm going to see you at the final third with this cigar. Okay, folks, I am back. And let me just say this. This sucker is a flavor bomb. It has come back to redeem itself. Even on the pairing, I'm going to move this up to like a 8.25. Or a 8, a solid 8. Right now, since it's loosened up, I can taste everything in this cigar now. You're going to get that spice through the retrohale. That honey is returned on the palate, and you get a couple of other assortment of flavors. Like I said, that oak and that light earth is way more prevalent now. It really needed to basically open up because of the heat from the cherry. And unfortunately, it's hard to see, but it's a big old crack in the wrapper from this thing being overpacked with tobacco. That being said, this cigar has redeemed itself. I don't know if the other ones are going to be the same way, but this one, whew, I can honestly say right after I did the pairing video, that's when the flavor really kicked in. So that being said, like I said, a solid 8, and this is something that definitely fits that ballin' on a budget. And 38 bucks, you can't beat that. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead, finish up this cigar. If there's another flavor profile change, since this thing was so hard to get going with the flavor, I'll let you know. All right, folks, I'll see you on that next cigar.